welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. It is time for a November reset. We are so close to the end of the year, which is crazy. This year flew by. I feel like it was just November, right? Like, wasn't it just January we were like setting goals for the year? I cannot believe we're almost done with the year, but that makes me really excited because, you know, November, start of the Christmas season. I still love celebrating like Thanksgiving and bringing fall vibes into November, but once like the second week, third week of November hits, like then I'm really getting into Christmas and just, you know, such a fun time of year. And then for goal setting, you guys know I love my like New Year reset, and this year is going to be a very big year for me because I will be moving. A lot has changed in my life in 2025, and so I'm really excited to kind of make a video talking about how I made such big life changes. And so I thought it'd be fun to maybe make like a little January series of how you can become richer, smarter, and hotter in 2026. So let me know if you want that to kind of be the theme of next year's reset videos, but I'm getting ahead of myself because first we got a job to do today, and that is my November reset. We're gonna be going over my October goals, setting some big goals for November, and having a nice little book chat as we always do, because I read some good books, some good romance books in October that I cannot wait to share with you guys. The clouds are coming in and out, so sorry if the lighting changes, but let's just go ahead and dive in because these videos are always a little lengthy. I did have to start a new planner. My coffee one was all used up from the last 6 months, and so I'm starting a new planner. I did add tabs to it this time. If you guys know, this is my self-designed daily planner. It also has pages to help you plan out your whole month. It's 6 months long. You can add these tabs as well. Definitely go get you one to start now, or get it for Christmas to start in the new year. It's undated, so you can start it at any time. Okay, first let's start with my reflection of October, and then we'll get into goal setting. So these are the pages here of the planner if you're new here. If you've been here for like the past 2 years, you know this. But first, let's chat core memories. I was in Europe for 10, 11 days, almost half the month, which is crazy to say. It was such an amazing trip. I did do a little travel vlog. I know I normally don't do like travel vlogs, but if you want to see it, I did some of our days in Venice of literally just like eating, walking around, sightseeing, and learning to watercolor paint is why I was there. I was also there over my 26th birthday, which again, crazy. Actually crazy, I can't believe I'm that age. But turned 26 in Italy, which is just like the best place to turn 26 if I had to say. And also went to London as well. I did get sick when I was there, which I talk about in the little vlog a bit, but yeah, besides that, it was a 10 out of 10 trip, and just getting to make a lot of memories with my mom, getting to paint was really great. So overall, October was a really great month, which I knew it would be because it's always a good month. It's always one of my favorites. Yes, because of my birthday, but also just like the weather in Tennessee is perfect. Like, I love fall, Halloween vibes. Like, oh, it's the start of like the best time of year. And so anyway, I just had a really good month. Started it in Europe. I came back and then had my first closing, which is going to be like a goal that I go over. But that was a really cool experience too. My buyer clients, sorry, I just saw Spruce jump into this chair and like fall. So that is a big goal that's been achieved. And just like, I feel like October was a month of like resetting and being like, okay, Hannah, you're doing good. You've accomplished a lot. You're doing good with real estate. You got this. Also, just like I said, the fall weather in Tennessee has been so good. I'm looking out at gorgeous trees and just like the perfect 50s and 60-degree weather. I got to spend a lot of time with my family doing fun things. We went to Dollywood, we've gone to little farms, like just enjoying the season was something that I was trying to do because I feel like summer went by so quickly, and I was so focused on like moving out of Nashville, getting my real estate license, starting to sell homes. Like, I feel like summer just slipped by. Okay, this month's wins. Also, just I'm gonna put real estate in general because I'll talk about it in my goals, but I had my first closing and possibly got a new client as well, which is very exciting. I wasn't expecting that. I was like kind of looking forward to real estate stuff slowing down a tiny bit in the next like month in December. And then I got this new client reach out through Instagram, which is really cool. And so I may have something for November, which is exciting. Lots of content. I've posted a lot of short form content. I have been slacking on YouTube, but guys, I just literally can't keep up with all of the platforms at once. So I have been posting a ton on my Instagram reels and my personal and even Dream Dailies TikTok. So if you want to see short form content from me, you can head over there. And then I've also just been back, once I got back from Europe, I've been committed to my health, getting my immune system up. my body's strong, eating better, and eating foods that make me feel good. So I'm really proud of myself for that. To improve next month, I just want to organize my days a little bit better. Some of the weeks have felt very scattered, like trying to manage so many different jobs and roles and things in each day. And so I kind of want to make like, okay, today's like a real estate focused day. Today's like a dream daily focused day, and maybe just have a little bit more organization. I know I've tried that before and it hasn't worked, but we're gonna try again. Okay, now for my favorite little thing, the life balance scale, where you rate yourself a 1 to 5 in all these categories. First one is work, because I had so many work wins this month, even though I took a whole week off of work, which is crazy for me. I took 10 days off of work. I can't remember the last time I did that, but I'm giving myself a 5 out of 5 because I think taking time off and like resting and resetting is just as important as pushing yourself. And so the fact that I was able to take 10 days off and still feel like I made a lot of strides with work this month is a great feeling. Personal, also giving myself 5 out of 5. Took care of myself, enjoyed my birthday, great time. Wellness, the first half of the month, I wasn't doing anything because I was traveling, but the second half of the month, I have locked in, okay? I'm back to feeling locked in like I was at the beginning of the year, and it feels really great. So I'm gonna give myself a 4. Social, I'm gonna give myself a 2. I've been very social and with my family and a few family friends and stuff that I've been back home, but just living away from my friends and things, it makes it a little bit harder. So I'm giving myself a 2, but that's totally fine because if I count being social with my family, then like I hang out with people every day. Finances, I'm gonna give myself a 3. I did spend a good chunk of money this month. Lastly, hobbies, for the first time in months, I'm giving myself a 5 out of 5 in hobbies. Watercoloring was a big one that I started. Reading, getting excited about reading every night before bed. And then mom and I have been into puzzling. I talked about this in my most recent video about like lowering stress and cortisol levels. Get yourself a puzzle. Mom and I have really been enjoying working on that, and I feel like it's a fun little hobby that like really helps me unplug, and I love it. Now let's go into goals. So let me recap you guys on the goals that I set in October and what I did or didn't achieve. Honestly, since like July, I feel like goal setting for me has been a drag, just like something I don't want to do. And so I set kind of vague goals for myself in October, but I'm excited to get like more specific in November because now that I've started achieving some things again, it just re-inspires me. And if you watch my reset videos, then you kind of know for me how it goes and how it may feel for you too. Like some months you're really excited to set new goals and like get after it. And then other months you're like, I'll just be happy to get through each day this month. You know, it just depends on the time and season of your life. So for October, my big goals were to just enjoy my vacation, which I really did. Again, I didn't open my computer most of that trip, and that was just such a blessing. And so I feel like check there. I enjoyed my trip and actually rested. I got started with our Dream Daily 2026 calendar order. Yes, we are launching a second version, a 2026 version of my mom's Year of Spectacular wall calendar. It's going to be so good. And that'll be coming in November. So we got that ordered and we did photos and everything for it. And now I just have to keep working on that, which will be a goal for this month. Also, it's funny, I forgot I put on here to do a closet clean out because I did do a closet clean out and took a lot of stuff to Goodwill, and I've done a lot of packing. As you can see, my shelves are a little bit empty here, and I'll get into that in a second. For mini goals, I wanted to get into a consistent workout routine, which like I said, after my Europe trip, I did. I wanted to plan to like see friends, like plan a girls trip or something. I have not done that yet, but hoping to plan something soon. And then I wanted to lower my stress, which again, I just made that video on how I've started doing that because I really think I've put in some good habits and routines and rituals and things to do that and to lower my stress, and it's working. So we love that. Go watch that video if you want to hear what I've been up to. Next, let's move on to November and the goals that I'm setting this month. So first big goal for November is to have the closing on this house. This is something that like kind of got achieved in October, where we got under contract on this house. It's been a goal of mine since June, the house I'm selling for my parents, our family home. So we did get under contract, which is very exciting. I just am scared to like say anything because I don't want to jinx it, because real estate, like it's not done till closing day, which is mid-November. So I don't want to jinx it, but my goal is just like have the closing now on this home and get there. Things are looking good, but again, knock on wood, as Taylor Swift says. I also will be meeting my new clients for the first time, so just taking care of them and making that be a good process and seeing where that goes. And then, like I said, our calendar launch for pre-orders is happening in November, so that is a big big goal there of just getting that whole launch set up for 2026 wall calendar, and it sold out so quickly last year, so we're hoping to see the same thing again this year. And then 3, a very big one, it is to move, because with selling this house, my family is planning to move to a new house, which we've already built and started moving into. As you can see, I've like cleared out my shelves, and so we've kind of started that process, and I just hope that it's a good one. So you guys know my life since June has been very transitional. And now I moved out of Nashville back home. Now my whole family is about to move. It's a whole thing. It's like confusing, I know. But this may be the last, hopefully, is the last reset video I'll film in this room, which is crazy because I didn't grow up in this room. This house they've lived in since 2019. So a lot of YouTube videos have been filmed in this room. But I am excited to show you guys my new setup, and I think you're really gonna like the new place. For mini goals, I want to continue my consistent workout schedule. It feels so good to get out and sweat and do strength a few times a week. So right now I'm doing a mix of hot works, which is like heated sauna workouts, and bar, and going on like my long hot girl walks. I also want to add in Pilates again, which I'm so excited. I went to my first reformer Pilates class in a long time this morning because a new studio opened in my hometown. And I'm so excited to hopefully get to keep going there. It's expensive. Of course, Pilates is expensive, but I love it so much. It makes me feel so good. Reformer Pilates has seriously been my favorite workout for the past, I think, going on 4 years. I've been dedicated. And so I'm hoping to add that into the mix and like 2 days a week, maybe do hot works, 1 day a week do bar, 2 days or 1 day a week do Pilates, and then walk the other days. And so that's kind of the schedule that I'm considering, and I just want to stick to it. I also want to post even more content. I heard from my management that like you need to be posting 10 reels a month to grow on Instagram. And I want to grow on Instagram. I've been growing on TikTok, which is exciting, but I want to grow on Instagram too. So I'm going to start posting a lot more short form content. So just stay on the lookout for that. I also want to host a little Gals Giving. It's like a Friendsgiving, but my mom and I are going to host one just for like moms and daughters in my town that we're friends with. So I'm excited to do a little hosting, hopefully, in Thanksgiving. This is the theme. I think you guys are going to like it. The theme is pours and pies. It's literally where you bring wine or a pie. You don't have to cook anything unless you want to bake the pie, but pours and pies. I saw it on TikTok and Pinterest, and I just think it's the cutest theme. So you can copy me if you want to host a pours and pies Gals Giving this month as well. Okay, that is it for my goals and my reflection. Let's take a little break, make a little something, and then we'll get back and talk all things books and TV. Welcome to the content corner, one of my favorite little places to yap and chat. And I love when you guys comment on this video, like regarding the content corner, because one, that means you've watched to the end of this video, which means so much because I know these are long. And two, it's just so fun to talk like books and movies and TV. And I like that you guys are as interested in these things as I am. So yeah, I always like when people comment about the books or something that I talk about. I don't think I watched any new movies. I definitely didn't go to the movie theater this month. I will be going in November for Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good. Very, very, very excited. I am a musical theater girly through and through. But for TV that I've been enjoying this month, it's really just been reality TV. Every Tuesday and Wednesday night gets me through the week, like Dancing with the Stars Tuesday nights and Survivor Wednesday nights. I also want to just point out, I hate to be that girl that's like, I liked this before it was cool. But let me also say for Dancing with the Stars, like I have been watching Dancing with the Stars since I was a little girl. I didn't watch it in college because I didn't have cable. But then actually junior year of college, I started watching it again because they put it on Disney+. It was not talked about on TikTok. Like no one in college was watching Dancing with the Stars. I literally watched it by myself. Now it is the coolest show to watch. And I'm just like, yeah, guys, it is an amazing show. I'm so glad everyone is understanding now. But I just feel like for so long, it wasn't as popular, but I'm glad to see that it's getting popular again. I am loving this season. It's like one of my favorite seasons because everyone is such a good dancer. And also I love Alex Earl on it and I love Robert Irwin. Like they're the two people that I want to win, and their dances every week are so good. Val and Whitney are such good pros and choreographers that I have just been loving it. I loved Wicked Week. I love Disney Week. I love Halloween. Like just, it's all been such a good season and I do not want it to end. Like it is one of my favorite parts of the fall, and I'm going to be so sad when Dancing with the Stars is over. Like what am I going to do with my Tuesday nights? And then of course, Survivor. I feel like it takes till the merge for Survivor to kind of pick up and really get interesting. I'm enjoying the season. I love Sophie B, I think is her name. She's my favorite on the show right now if you're watching. But Anyway, the other show that's not reality TV that just came out on Netflix is Nobody Wants This. I've only seen the first episode of the second season. I have mixed emotions about this show. I don't know why. I think because I don't love the two main girl characters. Like, to me, all the side characters are great and hilarious, and I think they're so cute and fun. The two main girls who have the podcast, like literally Kristen Bell's like the main girl of the show. I just don't like her character. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to keep watching, and it's fun to watch with my mom, so we'll let you know how I feel as I continue to watch this season. Okay, now let's get into books. Like I said, I've read some really good books this month. They've all been on my Kindle, so I hate when I don't have like a physical book to show you guys. But let's first talk about something that my friend gave me because we're doing like a traveling book club type of deal. And this book is called The Rose Bargain, and it is literally a mixture of Bridgerton and The Selection. So if you like the Selection book series or the Bridgerton book series or show, you will like this book. This was perfect to read because it takes place in like a mythical land. It's also has fae. So it's like Bridgerton and The Selection, but with fae. Seriously, my favorite things in the book. But it takes place in London, like near Kensington Gardens. And when we were in London, we stayed in Kensington Gardens or near there. So it was really fun to like have that connection. And all I have to say is I'm going to rate it a 4, maybe like a 4, almost 4.5 stars. It was really good. It actually surprised me a lot because I think my friend liked it, but she didn't like love it. Haley, if you're watching, let me know. But I loved this book. I was like eating it up, and yeah, highly recommend if you want like a good, it's supposed to be like The Bachelor. That's why it's kind of called The Rose Bargain. But to me, it's Selection and Bridgerton together. Okay, the second book, I read 2 Elsie Silver books. One was Wild Side. This is from the Rose Hill series, which Elsie Silver is my favorite romance author. This book cemented that for me. I hadn't read a book from hers in a while because the Rose Hill and Frontrunner like series, basically her 2 series besides Chestnut Springs, I like, but Chestnut Springs to me is like one of my favorite romance series ever. I read through those books so quickly 2 years ago, and the other series of hers haven't hit the same. I enjoy them, but it hasn't hit the same. But this book, Wild Side, literally 4 stars. All her romance books are so good. Wild Side is a professional wrestler actually, and like a small town girl. And I like how this book and a lot of her books, her romance books, have a few deeper themes, where this one also talks about addiction and fostering / adoption. Just some like good plot besides just the romance, which I really enjoy. And then the second book is the next book in the series that just came out in September, and that's Wild Card. I'm rating this one a 3.5. I'm like 91% through, so I'm not at the very end, but I didn't love it as much as Wild Side. But both of these books I read so quickly. I don't know what it is about Elsie and her writing, but I can read these books so quick, and I love that for a romance, because my least favorite thing is when I get stuck like halfway through the middle of a romance book and just don't want to end it, because it's like, yes, all romance books are predictable, but some are just like even more than others. And then if it's just like the tension's not good, like it just doesn't make me want to read it. So hers, I love. And then those are the ones that I finished. I only read the 3 books this month because I really didn't read while I was traveling, but I just started 2 nights ago, Assistant to the Villain. I don't know who recommended this book. I either saw it on Goodreads, TikTok, or YouTube. And I didn't want to look too much into it because I didn't want any like spoilers. I don't know if it is YA or not, but it is so fun. It's perfect for Halloween actually, so I kind of want to finish it in the next few days. But basically it is like this magical world, and well, is it magical? We don't know too much about that right now. I'm only like 20% through, but this young girl is like starving. Reminds me of Feyre. Like, she is the one who goes out and provides for her family, and she goes into the woods and meets this mysterious guy that they call the villain, and everyone fears, and he's supposed to be like the bad guy, but he's actually maybe not that bad, or maybe he is. It is like a little bit of a dark romantasy. It's not super dark. I don't love dark romance, but it is like has some spooky elements. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But she is looking for a job and becomes his assistant and has to like keep it quiet from her village and everything. And then she's like starts to learn more about him. Again, I'm only 20% in, but I'm really liking it so far. So you will have the full review in my December reset. How is that so soon? Okay, so yeah, that was my November reset, my goals, my budget, my everything I've been reading and watching and enjoying. But I hope you guys had an amazing month. I feel like October was like the turning point that I needed to finish this year strong, and just to finish this year like how it started for me, of just loving my life, loving myself, my work, everything. It feels good. So yeah, love you guys also. Thank you for being here with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.